me. If y'all on a replay, y'all the first ones here. Y'all the first ones here. Thanks so much for coming in. Where's my other tripod? Where's my other one? What did I do with the other one? Oh, here. I know I just sat it down here earlier, y'all. Y'all, this has been a busy day. Y'all know we had a live earlier. And then I had a collaboration that I did, and now I'm back live. I didn't want to not do the men's room. I let y'all know earlier today that it would be a little bit later than it normally is. So hopefully, let's hope the men come in. Let's hope that the men come in for the live, y'all. I promised them that I would come. So I got to show up. Hey, Iconic. We got to show up. We told them earlier we would be here. Look at positive motivation. Did I tell you positive motivation? I told you I was coming. For the most part, unless something has happened, I'm going to be a woman of my word. I'm trying to get the computer in my face so I can blow y'all comments up big as I can in my face. Okay? Man, I hope we get a couple of more men up in here. Because I don't want positive motivation to have to hold down the live alone. Y'all know that will happen. That happens sometimes. Sometimes we get a chat full of men, and sometimes we might have associate minister in here trying to hold it down. Corey has held it down. Darius has held it down. Ray has held it down. Like, I don't know, but I hope they come in tonight. Oh, let me get the live up. Let me see who's in here already. I gotta get the live up. Y'all know I want to fall back too far in the chat. Hopefully y'all have seen the title. I didn't do the title, y'all. The chat did the title. I love the fact that the chat did the title. I love what y'all came up with. I'm like, yes, I like that. What was it, y'all? Y'all help me. When men cry and the reasons why. Situational or sensitivity. That's what it was. Y'all brainstormed that bad boy right in a live earlier, and I came right on here and put it up for the thumbnail. Y'all did really good with that. Okay, let me get in this chat before I get so far behind. Now, y'all know how the men's room goes. If you've never been here before, let me tell you how it goes. We use the Monday nights. Although the men rock with us all week long, we use Monday nights. Oh, Associate Minister put all the reminders in there for y'all. So hopefully he gave y'all something to read about while y'all was waiting on me. So Mondays is when we allow the men, or we request for the men. We offer up to the men to come in and express themselves on the specific topics. In whatever way they want to express it to us, letting us know their thoughts and opinions, or their experiences in something, so that we, as other men, and because I used to say so that the women can understand them. I did say that a lot, but I found that so many men came in the chat, and if it was like more than one, if it was 3 or 4, or if it was 6 or 7, whatever it was, that y'all had different opinions amongst yourself. So I don't think it's so that the women can understand the men anymore. I think it's evolved into so that the men can understand each other as well as the women trying to understand. That's what I think it's evolved to. Okay, so it's the men's room. It's every Monday. It's usually a little bit earlier than this. Today we had to come on late. But it's usually between like 7 and 8. 8:30 at the like very latest, but usually it's like between 7 and 8. Because I recognize that it's a weekday too, because it's Monday. So I try to keep that into consideration. Okay, let me go scroll down from Associate Ministers comments. Let me go. Oh, okay, so there's Associate Minister. Who we got? We got Iconic. We got Positive Motion. Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Thanks for coming in. Positive Motion said, wish we could have collaborated for this video, for this live. Now, usually, okay, this is how the men's room started. The men's room started with me going on StreamYard, and the men would come up and come on a panel. That's how it started. But people started getting crazy in these YouTube streets, and they start porn bombing. And at the time, I didn't know how to put the banners up. So we had to just like stop the streaming. Then did I bring my other phone in here? Oh, I didn't bring my other phone. Okay, so then what we normally do, I don't know why I didn't bring my other phone in here. What we normally do is we have call-ins. And then if the men are thinking this is too much to type, they're able to call in. So that's how we normally do it. That's how it's normally done. Associate Minister says, Grandma's World, you can see and hear you clearly. No lag, no echo. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Iconic. Thank you. I had to do a collaboration at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time with three other content creators. It was four of us. And I had to do like an Oriental get up. So I had on all of the whole full setup. So yes, I just didn't feel like taking my hair down. I was like, I'm just getting ready to wear this bun right on over here. Okay, let me see. Okay, Positive Emotions said, thank you for using my title. Thank you for giving me the title. Associate Minister said, the Emperor of the Men's Room is in the building. Okay, Associate Minister said, listen, he is the Emperor of the Men's Room. He is here in the building. Look at Ray down here. Ray, thank you so much for your $2 super chat. Hey, I did, Gamma. I'm crying right now. Why you Ray is not crying right now. Ray just like to love to troll me in the chat. I loved his super sticker, or no, not super sticker, but his super chat. Y'all make sure y'all love his super chat. I definitely appreciate it. Y'all know that super chats, super stickers, super gifts, and super thanks if you're on a replay are greatly appreciated. I don't set goals over here on my channel because I'm like, I can't bring myself to continue to set goals for somebody else's pockets. Like, how I'm gonna tell y'all the goal is for you to give me something. Like, I don't feel, that don't sit right in my spirit. I know YouTube gives it to us as a tool, but I don't do that. I let y'all tell me. If y'all got value out of the live, during the live, by the time we finish, and if you feel it in your spirit, then that's my goal. So I don't create my goals. I allow y'all to create my goals. Y'all tell me. Ray gonna determine if this live is worth $2 tonight. He's gonna determine that. Y'all know YouTube, we give YouTube 30% of whatever we make of the super chats, and a super sticker and a super thanks. So of course, when people have YouTube channels, it depends on what kind of channel. I'm not a very high, what do you call it? A highly viewed channel. So like, it's not like I make the money through the shorts. I make the money through the super chats and super stickers that I receive in the live. So it's just what it is. Good thing I love what I'm doing because I don't know what it would be otherwise, but I appreciate everything that's dropped in this bad boy. I bet you I know that. Let me see. Iconic said, hey, Ray. Ray said, Iconic. Hey. Ray said, oh, where's my boy Darius? I don't know. Darius. Oh, maybe he'll come in. Well, we got Steve, Mark, y'all help me, Terrence, who else? Stash, Steve, OG ain't been here a long time. Let me see who else. Y'all call them out. Iconic said, not here yet. Yes, Positive Emotions said, W. Ray. Yes, Ray said, appreciate your motives. Yes. Positive said, you are appreciated as well, Ray. Yes, absolutely. I kind of call it OG. Yes. You got to get in here. Where's Corey? Man, I'm trying to think of everybody. We got James. Man, we had how many men did we have come in earlier? I think we had like 6 men that came in earlier. I can't say if they subscribed because I can't like physically see who subscribed, but they said they subscribed and I believe them. I was like, man, y'all better come back here on Mondays. We need y'all every day, but Mondays is where we really let y'all dissect some stuff for us there. So that's why it's like really important for y'all to be here on Mondays. But let's start this conversation about men who cry and the reasons why. Now, I always tell y'all, I'm not no man. I can't give y'all no information on why men do the things that they might be doing on these different topics that we have. I don't know. All I can do is ask. I can open the platform. I can ask some questions. But ultimately, we need y'all. It ain't going to be no understanding if we don't have y'all. I just wanted to start off by saying, let me say this right here. We know across the board that as young kids, as babies, it could be 2-year-olds, it could be whatever. A lot of the times, men are conditioned at that young age not to cry. They can fall at 2 years old, could have scarfed up or scuffed up their knee. And it is a lot of households that will say, stop that crying. Boys don't cry. So from a young age, they are taught this thing, right? So we all know that. We all know that. Most parents, I'm not going to say most. I don't know because I don't know if it's most. We know it's the thing. So I don't know. I think that I've heard it a lot in my life. So I'm thinking that it's a lot of parents that grew up on that, and that could be a traditional thing. But I think that times have changed. So I wanted to read this little fact that I got, that the American Psychological Association notes that boys are often taught that showing emotion is a weakness. Okay, it's not that you just cry and let some tears out. Showing emotion is a weakness. And I just got a problem with that, y'all. I got a problem with that. Like, I don't understand. I'm never going to get an understanding. I can listen to if somebody is like debunking that or whatever, but I'm never going to understand it, because just because somebody is born a male and not a female, why that would limit you and your emotions? Wouldn't you be a human across the board? And like, if God didn't want you to have tears, wouldn't he have stripped that from the man? And then who came in here earlier and made the best analogy? I wrote it down. Who said that? Dang, who said that? Was it? No, that wasn't it. Dang, I didn't write it down. Who said? Somebody came up in here and said Jesus cried. I was like, ooh. I think we had conversations about men not being able to show their emotions. We had a live about their emotions and how, men should feel free to express themselves. But when she said that, I was like, listen, Jesus cried. So how are we going to tell every man thereafter don't cry? So I got an issue with that. Okay, so they said that, the American Psychological Association notes that boys are often taught that showing emotion is a weakness, and that rigidly suppressing emotions can have negative consequences. Okay? So the first thing I want to ask, like, if it's men in the chat, let me know if you grew up with someone telling you, stop crying, man up, toughen up, men don't cry. Let me know if y'all came from there. I want to ask that first. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay. Hey Ray, Iconic said. Ray said Iconic. We looking for Darius. Let me scroll down in the chat, y'all. Dang, this computer is so irritating. Well, the computer is always mad because I zoom it up so far. I know why it's mad, because when I zoom in, all this other stuff, I can't just get it to act right. Okay, let me see. Let me zoom it out a little bit. Let's see. Positive motivation said, let's go. Hey, honey, how you doing? Ray, hey, how you been? She said, real men pray, real men cry. You better say that, Ray. I don't know, y'all, women in the chat, if it's a female in the chat that has an issue, because there are females that have an issue with men crying. I personally don't, but if you do, I want you to drop in the chat if you do, because I want to get an understanding of why you feel like that. I'm interested in knowing why you feel like that about it. Ray said, hey, honey. Honey said, spill the tea, Ray. I kind of said, my dad wasn't home to teach my brothers anything, and my mom let them cry. Okay. Positive motivation said, I cry and show emotions and don't care who sees it. Okay, so you comfortable in that. Jesus, positive, yes, Jesus cried. Like, wouldn't that be like in the conversation right there? Like, I don't know, like, that's where we aim to be closer to, over time and whatever season we are in our life. And if Jesus cried, I don't understand how we feeling. Like, I'm battling with the whole forgiveness kind of thing with certain people, right? And so I always say, I know that's where I fall short. I know what God expects me to do. And I feel in my heart that he does it for us all the time. I know that. So I'm not going to speak against it for anybody else and tell somebody else it's wrong for them. So how do we do that? Gosh, this doggone thing right here. What did you do? I don't know what this thing just did. Hold on. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I don't even know where you at. Are you in YouTube? You're not even in YouTube. Oh, there you go. It is in YouTube. Oh, some kind of pop-up. Okay. Okay, Social Minister says, Grandma's World, put actual thought into her YouTube membership. Most YouTube members just show old YouTube live streams. She gives actual value to her subscribers. Absolutely. I try all the time. I really do. Social Minister said, please keep up the great work. Thank you, Social Minister. Ray said, long ass story, honey, especially depending on what glass of tea. Oh, Lord. That was you. Okay. That grew up like that, positive emotion. Yeah, bad. Let me see. My hubby cries when I mean. Okay. A positive emotion. Motion. Lord, did I say that before? I better be saying motivation. Positive said, no, my mom was a single mom and we were allowed to show emotions, but my older brothers never did. But I did. Okay. But they were allowed to, right? And the thing about it, it's not like you saying, no, cry, cry, cry. I think the thought is important that they are allowed to, whether they choose to or not, then that's one thing. But I think that they should be allowed to because they're simply human. So she says, showing emotion isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. By showing a person how I genuinely feel will let them know how serious I take a situation. I get that. I get that. Ray said, yeah, of course, Grandma. Growing up, you would hear it's weak to cry. Yet my entire life, I would cry, especially when you pay. Like that's the thing about it. It's not like sometimes you don't have to be sad or it don't have to be woe is me that you cry. You can get so mad that listen, it makes you so mad and the tears will come out. It's not like you just crying to get like sympathy or it's like a hurt in that way. It's like you so mad and tears come out for that reason too. So we don't call it something different. We call it all crying. And that could definitely make you that mad. Then my entire life I would cry, especially when pissed. Right before I would whoop my ninja ass. Or if my feelings got hurt. Yes. Hey, classy lady, what you doing over here? Did you in your life? Okay, classy lady, thanks so much for those emojis. I kind of said, in my whole life, saw my dad cry twice. Both times he was drunk. Most of the time he refused to cry. Okay, like if my daddy had to be drinking before, I never seen him cry without drinking. Okay, I can't say, no, I can't say that. No, I can't say that. I have seen him cry other times, but it would be like if somebody mentioned his mother. My father was just, if you mention my dad's mom, and I know for a fact she was gone for at least 50 years because she was born. I mean, she's not born. She passed away before I was born. He never got over his mother passing away. If somebody said something, maybe one sentence he could get through. You say two sentences, he gone. He can never take the fact that his mother. Now, you can mention my grandfather, and I don't know why, because my grandfather lived longer than it, because I did meet my grandfather, but it's just that something when you say somebody's mother, he can take it. So I've always seen him cry. The things that I seen him cry about, it was stuff that I could see why you crying about the thing. So I never had a problem with it. I never had, well, I'm not gonna say no. I have seen all three of my husbands. I seen them cry. I never thought nothing negative about that. One was because it was anger, so mad about something. I don't remember what it was. I remember he was just really upset about something, and he started crying. Not like boo-hoo crying, just like so mad, turning red, tears coming out. The second husband, like he had a heart condition. Like that would be overwhelming for him sometimes. So just like trying to just get through that whole thing. So that would make him cry. My third husband, his grandfather died, and it was like so emotional for him, the connection that he had with his grandfather, that is the one and only time I seen him cry. But he did cry. I didn't think like, why you crying because your grandfather died? Why you crying because you got a heart condition? Why you crying because you mad? Like I didn't think that. So I don't know. Most time he refused to cry. I don't know. Let me see. Ray said, I was a little gangster ninja who would cry. Right. I don't think that gives that type of character flaw. I don't think it's a character flaw. Like where people try to lump it in like that. In my opinion, I don't think that's a character flaw. I just think like you're human. Hey, Caitlin. Let me see. Classy Lady said, yes, you do bring a lot of content. Thank you, Classy Lady. Ray said, as an adult, same way. Especially on movies, laugh out loud. Toy Story 3 had me boo-hoo. Yes. Right. That was a sad movie for people like Lion King, stuff like that. For men, like, because men can kind of like connect with what was going on with those stories. So, like, I don't get it. What's wrong with it? Hey, Hoopty. Hey, Hoopty. Honey, laughing at Ray. Let me see. Positive said, no, it was me. Oh, you said that. You said it. Okay. Yes. Okay, Positive. I thought of somebody else. I thought you gave me the title and somebody else gave me that. Okay, you gave me the title and you doubled down and said, listen, Jesus cried. Who you think you are? Who do you think you are? That's how I take it. Honey said, hey, Caitlin. Positive said, you said, yep, I wrote it right down. I was like, yes, that's it. That's what we have it today. Because I had like three topics that I was trying to decide on. But when Positive came in the chat, and I don't know what something about, I don't know why, something came up about men crying. And I was like, we need to talk about that. We have like touched on it very briefly before, but we need to have a whole live about that. Because I'm trying to figure out what's the problem. Associate Minister said we must remember an emotional purge is the release of emotions. It's the emotional equivalent to having a bowel movement. When a person doesn't have a bowel movement, they become constipated. When a person becomes emotionally constipated, they suffer mental and physical issues. Forms of emotional purging include crying, talking, singing, praying, screaming, journaling, and using social media. Okay, I got you. Those are all reasons why. Okay. Hey, Miss Alabama. Girl, I've been busy today. I had a live earlier today. We did our collaboration. I had so much fun on that, and I'm back live again. I was like, woo, I'm live out today. Classy Lady said, yes, YouTube is tripping on me. My super chat and super gifts isn't showing. My views and people wasn't it? Oh, Classy Lady. Hopefully they need to get it together. They need to get it together. They need to realize that this is not a free platform. Y'all literally take 30% of everything we make. So therefore, we are literally paying you to be able to do this. So y'all can at least get it together. Man, Associate Minister Miss Alabama said, hey. Classy Lady saying hi. I kind of said, I don't know if my dad cried when his mom died. She passed 2 years ago, and I haven't seen him in 60. Oh, okay. Ray said, and I teach my son the same thing. Express yourself however and whenever. Like, who do you know? Like, I don't know no men around here that had parents who allowed them to cry, that just start crying for no reason. They still only cry if it's necessary. I don't know no women that just cry. Well, I know I will drop a tear in a minute, but I'm just saying the average person, if you're male or female, you're not just walking around crying because somebody gave you permission to cry. You crying for a reason. So therefore, even if you allow a child to cry, they're probably going to be crying because they got a reason. Or if you allow a teenager to cry, or a 20-year-old man to cry, 30-year-old man, he's probably going to be crying because it's a reason, not because he got permission to cry when he was younger. Like, the only thing I feel you do when you tell a man that they cannot cry is you get him to suppress all of this energy, all of these emotions, and then when he's splattering out somewhere else, then you want to know, oh my God, what happened? Why did he flip out? Because y'all don't allow him to have no emotional release. Like, what did you think was going to happen? That's what I think. That's just the men are in the chat. The men, it's y'all room. I ain't get ready. Let me sit back. This is y'all room. Let me read y'all comments and y'all tell me what y'all think about it, okay? Y'all tell me. Okay, let me see. 6 years. Okay, Ray said, and he teaches this. I love that, Ray. Thank you so much for being so understanding and allow your boys to be humans. Miss Alabama said hi to Classy Lady. Associate Minister said Jesus wept at the death of his friend Lazarus. So, like, Jesus is crying multiple times in the Bible. So I just don't understand how we think we can be exempt from that. Male, female, I don't care what. How do we think? Hey, when Larry sings, how you doing? I don't cry till I explode. But you still cry. You still cry. Some men will not drop a tear. You probably could do a bullet and they still would try their best not to cry. Like, at least you are crying. But when Larry sings, what happened if you cry, you allowed yourself to cry? Not all the time, but you allow your expressions or your emotions to come out in a cry. Do you think that maybe it'll be less explosions? Because could the not crying be a buildup? I'm wondering. I don't know. Ray said, Miss Alabama, mean green team. Yeah, she's a mean green team. Positive said, I gave you a little title and said, Jesus Christ. Yep, let me see. Miss Alabama said somebody, and she said a wave. YouTube does this translating thing. They put a little symbol that I can't even read and lets me know that it's translated. Whatever it translated to, it says lightning, but I know she didn't say that. I kind of said, maybe if my dad cried more, he would have been nicer. Right, because can you imagine in your lifetime, for people who are able to feel comfortable in crying, can you imagine your lifetime being suppressed and saying, you feel this emotion, you can't cry? No matter what you do, you cannot cry. Can you imagine even being in that position? Like, what would that do to your spirit, to your soul, to your next day of, like, that seemed like that would mess everything up. Because I cry all the time, y'all. I'm telling you. Somebody, my daughter could say anything. Somebody could just say my son's name. Somebody could say, like, my niece texted the group message last night, I think, and was like, I just found a whole bunch of messages from Bob. That's my son. Like, we just always keep finding these pictures and more text messages. And some days I could be like, what? What did it say? But some days, soon as I read it, I'm falling out crying for hours, just going crazy, losing my mind like it just happened 1 second ago. So what would happen from that day is many times I probably cried over that. If it's 6 years, no, not 6, 5 years ago, then I must have cried already like maybe 5,000 times already. So, like, what would have happened if I couldn't cry those 5,000 times? What would my insides look if I couldn't cry? I'm going to cry and drop a tear every time. If I'm driving down the street, if I think about them, I'm going to cry every time, which is probably like 5, 6 times a week. And I'm going to keep doing it. I ain't trying not to do it. So that's just it. I don't understand why people want people to suppress that kind of energy. That takes a lot. See, look at what Larry says. He said he was taught that. Y'all, let me read it again for people who just came in. It says the American Psychological Association notes that boys are often taught that showing emotion is a weakness and that rigidly suppressing emotions can have a negative consequence, y'all. A negative 2024 Pew, I think it's Pew, P-E-W, Research Center survey found that 60% of Americans said society doesn't place enough value on men who are caring or open about their emotions. 60% of people, y'all. That includes substantial shares of both men and women. 60% of Americans are saying that society does not place enough value on men who are caring and open about their emotions. 60% of people walking around don't want y'all to cry, don't want y'all to let out no emotion, but want to question when y'all spaz out in any other kind of way. And that don't make sense to me. But then a 2025 survey said 57% of U.S. adults said that there is too little emphasis on encouraging boys to talk about their feelings when they are sad or upset. So 57, more than half of our boys around here, somebody is telling them, be quiet, stop, all that, encouraging them, saying that when they are sad or when they're upset, no, you don't have the right to express no emotion. But then we wonder why the times are, like why people are doing the things that they do. Okay, man, y'all, let me see. Okay. I forgot where I'm at. I'm sorry, y'all. A social minister said, what did he say? He said something here. Okay, so, wait a minute. Positive said, I cry because I suffer from depression. Okay. Wait, hold on. I got to go back up. Maybe I did cry more. Okay, social minister said, classy lady, please make sure that your YouTube app is updated on all of your devices and you are properly signed in on each device. Okay. Miss Alabama said, hold on 1 second. Oh. Okay. I will. Okay, Miss Alabama. I will. Okay, Associate Minister said, classy lady, please make sure. Okay, I got that. Miss Alabama said, I'm a crybaby. Yes, I'm a cry. I am a cry. My kids get so sick of me crying. They get so sick of me crying. My grandkids can walk in the room and I'm crying. They might say, they kind of more compassionate. They'll be like, Grandma, you okay? And I'd be like, yeah, and they just leave me. Like, at first they was devastated about like, oh my God, how much did she go cry? But now they just walk in the room and like, okay, she need to. My daughter, when I can just be crying about something, she'll look and just, they don't even like really acknowledge it no more because it can take anything and they know. My daughter can come show me something on Facebook and it could just make me think of anything and I cry. I'm telling you, I cry with my son probably about 5, 6 times a week, but I cry over something at least about 10 times a week. I am a crybaby and I don't care about it. Positive said, I cry because I suffer from depression, bipolar anxiety disorder, and PTSD, and some men get frustrated. Some give comfort. Yes, because the ones that are getting frustrated could have just simply been raised that way. And if you are raised that way, it is going to affect the way you see things, the way your perspective is on things. So if you're around people who have been raised that way, they have been raised that it shows weakness, not strength, that it's not it's not just giving you an outlet. It's showing up to them like, what's wrong with you? You're a man. You should be able to handle it. That kind of way. But I'm glad you're with people who can comfort you in that, because that's what you need. When Larry Sings said it would be better to just let it go than to let it build up. See, when Larry sings, you better just do it. Be intentional. Even if you got to go in a room by yourself, you ain't always got to be proving nothing to cry in front of people. You can just, even if you feel more comfortable to say, let me remove myself, go somewhere where nobody else is. It's better for you, and it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else, for you to still just let it out. Don't feel like you gotta make it let it get built up when Larry sings. Let me see. When I heard I don't feel heard, yeah, okay. I can see that. A social minister said we must remember that an emotional purge is a form of releasing physical and mental pressure. When a person doesn't have an emotional purge, they build emotional toxins inside of their body and create an unhealthy emotional cocoon. An emotional cocoon is a physical place or a mental place where a person escapes to avoid dealing with unwanted emotions or unpleasant situation. Dang, it jumped. Oh, situations in their life. Examples of emotional cocoons: alcohol, avoiding unpleasant conversations, emotional eating, exercising, illegal drugs, and overuse of social media. All the men in the chat, y'all need to just read that again. All of those things, is it worth it? Larry, would you rather go get it out, or would you rather have to worry about alcohol abuse, avoiding unpleasant conversations and never getting, an outcome, a conclusion out of it? Do you want to do emotional eating? You want to lack exercise? Do you want to possibly get on a drug? Do you want to overuse social media to mask it? Which one would you rather do? When Larry Sings said I was taught not to cry. Yes, that's usually where that comes from. Iconic said, positive, I'm sorry you're going through all of that. Yes, I have CPTSD. It's tough, right? I can imagine, y'all. I hope that y'all are really being resourceful and getting the help y'all need to get y'all through that. I really hope so. Positive Emotion said, I still cry over my sister's passing in 2022 and my cousin in 2023. I'm going to cry. I lost my dad, my husband, my son, and my best cousin. I'm going to cry a lot. I lost my dad in 2016. I lost my husband in 2004, but I lost my dad in 2016, my son in 2021. My best cousin 8 days later after my son. I'm gonna cry. I ain't trying to not cry. I'm not trying to find no coping ways to be able to handle it. I want to cry every time I think about it. I like it. It helps me. It gives me whatever it is that I need. Cause when I'm done, I'm good for a little while. So I can't imagine trying not to cry, purposely trying not to cry. I'm going to cry. I want to cry. I want to be able to do that because it helps me cope with the whole situation. Oh, that's a lot. And I'm going to keep on crying. I like that. That works for me. Hey, Big Cap. How you doing, Big Cap? Thanks for coming in. Miss Alabama said, read your text when I get off. Okay, yep, I got it. You got another one? Let me make sure. Yep, I got it. Miss Alabama. I'm on I don't know if Classy Lady is still in here, but I'll make sure to send those links, okay? Or I'll make a post about it too. I'll do that too. Okay. Positive said, thank you, Iconic. I'm sorry for you too. Yes. Yes, okay, Miss Alabama, no problem. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. Yes. Positive, I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Yes. Movies make me cry. Yeah, depending on the movie, I'd be sad. Man, just at the situation, I don't know. That's heartfelt. It just, I don't know. Seems like it makes it. It's human. I kind of said me too. Miss Alabama said, I cry over the condition of the world today. I be praying and crying about how mean people are to each other. See? We have different things that hit us in the heart. The heart is going to feel. It is not an organ that just is made for beating. Something happens to you. You can feel that in your heart. You can feel like it does different rhythms, everything. Your heart is you're going to feel it in different ways. Classy Lady, I'm going to make a post, but Miss Alabama just said I need to give you that link so that you'll know where to order your snacks from. But I'm going to make a post so everybody will know. And I'll tag all of the winners in it so they'll know. Miss Alabama said, okay, I get that. Ray said, that power 100, Miss Alabama. Yes. Classy Lady said, social minister. Right now I I have been using an Android phone. I was wondering if a tablet would help me until I get my channel on the road before I invest in a laptop. Can you advise? She wants to know if you know anything about that, Associate Minister, about using a tablet for YouTube, tools, and like, would it show her the same dashboard as a laptop would? Because she's trying to see if she can just use a tablet until she invests in a whole computer. So if you know about that, I didn't know because I've never used a tablet, so I don't know much about it. Miss Alabama sending those hugs. Thank you, Iconic Positive said. Big Cap said, better let that sit if you, as a man, let me see, you better let that sit you better let that sit. If you are, as a man, don't have a healed woman in a healthy relationship, that would be some nasty ammo for her to use against you. Now, Big Cap, this is the conversation that this topic went last time we had it. I think Darius was in here. And Darius was like, no, because all a female is going to do is use it against you. And I was saying, I can't believe that men have to worry about that, because first of all, that says a lot about the female. That if you want to wait to use something like that against somebody, then that says more about your character, right? But if I was a man, I would have been like, F you and your character, because if you choose to use it against me or whatever, that's going to be a you situation. You're not going to use against me what I don't care about nobody knowing. I don't care about that. If they ask me or if they want to know, I'll be like, yeah, I cried because of this. I cried because she ain't come home. I cried because the baby went my... Whatever it is, I'm going to say, yeah, I did. And so I wish the men would say, if you're that type of person, that's gonna be on you. But like, who was I trying? Who I was trying to hide it from nobody or whatever. So I hate that women are out here, because there is some women out there that can't wait. They can't wait. Ooh, like, did you drop a tear? Do whatever. I bet you I'm gonna let everybody know. But I really believe if I was me, I would just be like, too bad, so sad. I'll be like my daddy. I miss my mama right now. Room full of people cry. So I don't know, Big Cap. Y'all gotta let them know y'all don't care nothing about that. Okay, wait. Okay. So, sorry for your loss, Gamma. Big fan. Thank you, Positive. Ray said, Gamma, we cried yesterday at your church service. GP, are you with me? Right. On Sunday. Man. Classy Lady said, I feel crying is good for the soul. When I think about my mom, I'll drop some tears. And they do. What could crying do that's negative? I never knew that crying could be a negative thing. What would be a negative thing about crying? I don't understand that, other than other people having those perceptions about it and them thinking something about you. That's the only thing I ever known that was the issue about men crying. And if that's the only issue, let the people go have the issue that they want to have, because it still don't have nothing to do with you. It still has nothing to do with you. Okay, let me see. Dawn said, I would be scared of a man, hey, Dawn, listen, a man that will tell me, or like something would happen and they ain't dropping no tears, I'm gonna be concerned about you. I'm gonna be looking like I'm gonna get scared. To tell you the truth, I'm not saying you gotta just be walking around crying because you lost your screwdriver. I'm not saying that, but if some deep stuff happened and I see different things happening, and the average person, it might kind of break them down, and you stand so strong, I'm gonna be scared. Don, I'm scared with you. Not that I'm looking for your tears, but if you let something happen and I don't see none, and I know that the average person wouldn't be able to take that, and say if it was something on top of each other, you able to hold that? Okay, I'm gonna start looking at you like, okay, so if you don't have no emotion, because somebody who don't have no emotion, sometimes you want to be scared of them. You want people to have empathy. You want them to have compassion. You want them to have something to show that they're humane, that they ain't trying to take you out of this world. So therefore, I need some kind of emotion to be shown at the time when the average person is probably going to express that. Let me see. I kind of said I lost my great-grandma in 2022 and both my grandmas in 2023. Man, y'all, you still cry kind of. When I have my grief gathering, I really hope that so many people on YouTube have lost so many people, of course, because we're from all across the world. I hope that so many of y'all, well, even though I'm not going to do it with more than like probably 8 people in there because it's so intimate, I probably would, but I hope that y'all come and are able to join one, because my emphasis when I do the grief gatherings, death is so sad, so permanent. It can put you in a mindset that could take you out of here. So in the grief gatherings, I try to do things to really put emphasis on the positivity of the life they lived and not so much of the one day when they were taken away. So, like, I hope that y'all try to chime in when we have those coming up. Okay, let me see. I still cry, Iconic said. Okay, Associate Minister said, I've been through depression myself. Most people look at it as a negative. I view it as a positive. It was a tool the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit used to get my attention, to elevate me to the next level of my life. I always inform people, never let another person project their view of life onto your personal experience. The great Lord Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, gave each. Okay, I think he's still right. Class Lady said, okay. Positive said, sorry for your loss, Iconic. Iconic said, thank you. One of us to copyright. Oh, hold on, wait. The great Lord Jesus Christ gave each one of us to copyright to our own life story. Don't let someone else write your obituary. Yes. Damn, Darius. Darius, where you been? You know we was calling you. Did you hear us? Did you hear us calling you, Darius? Darius said, I hope I'm late. I hope I'm late. I didn't even know how to. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, so I just mentioned you, Darius, earlier. I was like, Darius, remember we had this conversation last time? I was like, Darius was really gung-ho on saying that's how he was raised. Okay, Darius said, I hope I'm late. I don't even know how to cry. I think I'm a good guy. You are a good guy. You're a good guy whether you cry or not. Do you feel like, okay, you said you don't know how to cry. Do you feel like it was instances in your life that you could have cried, or you said you never came across nothing in your life that was worth crying about? That's what I wonder. I kind of say I would never, I would never use a man's emotions against him. Like, you got to be that kind of female. You got to be that kind of female. I don't know. I don't have no females in my life that would take that as a, tool to beat somebody down with. But I do know, on the other hand, for a female that does it, you're that kind of person. There's nothing that you can. I wouldn't, as a man, suppress my feelings because a female don't know how to conduct herself. I wouldn't be with them. And if you're that type of person, I just wouldn't be with you. But you're not going to have me around here going crazy. Let me see. I kind of said I would never. Okay, I got that. Associate Minister said we must remember R-E-S-P-E-C-T is more than Aretha Franklin song. Yes, we must remember respect goes both ways in any relationship. Absolutely. Ray said, well, it's Monday and not Thursday game night. Caitlin has us crying in the river right now. Oh my God. Hey, Saray, what you doing up, girl? She said, hey, get by in chat. Dropping by tonight. Good evening, everyone. Oh my God, Sorrel, what are you doing up, girl? Let me see. Darius said, okay, Ray, yesterday was good. Yes, it was. Associate Minister said, we must remember, if a person can't respect respect your no, they don't deserve your yes. Exactly. A broken heart. Yes, Miss Alabama. Let me see. Ray, Caitlin looking at you, talking about that. Ray said, good night, Serenity. Miss Alabama said, Serenity, did you see what I sent you? I kind of said, negative thing about crying, it could give you a headache and a runny nose. Yes, well, yeah, it's going to do that because I guess I don't know, it is the pressure and all of that. It is a lot of energy going on. Good night, Ray, Seren said. Miss Alabama, thank you, Seren said. Gamma, you going to be concerned about me? Darius, no, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I want you to... I can't say I want you to cry. I know I can't say that. But I don't want to be concerned with you thinking that my concern has to be about you. My concern is not about you crying. My concern is that if you don't have something else other than crying, if that's not what you want to do, to express your emotions so that it won't build up over time and have you reacting in ways that you may not have reacted if you were able to release it. Okay. That's what I think about that, Darius. Associate Minister said we must remember, if a person doesn't want you sitting at their table, don't devalue yourself by walking through that front door. I kind of said, hey, K-Pop. Kayla said, get back here, Ray. Wait, what did Ray say? Ray said, I'm with you, Kayla. Serenity, back at you, sis. Okay. Serenity said, hey, Tonic. Oh, Iconic. I think she said Iconic. Okay, got it. Okay, so lady said, I'm going now. My power keeps flipping on and off. My phone is not charged 100%. Okay, classy lady, thanks for coming in. Ray said, taxi. I think Ray. Let me see. Ray said, yeah, we're tagging you, Darius. Okay, positive emotion said, my mom's husband lost his dad and mom days apart, his dad and mom days apart, and went to their house and saw their bodies. Same thing with his brothers, and he has never cried. Ooh, when I lose, let me see, when I lose, he's tried to keep me from mourning. Has never cried. And he tries to keep you from mourning. Man. Darius said, to be honest, it's hard to hurt my feelings, but my eye watered a little bit when Martin ended. Darius. Darius is a mess. Huh. Positive is laughing at you. Let me see. What did Ray say? Ray said, laughing at Darius, the end was a trash talk. Associate Minister said, I'll let any woman know I'm a full 5-course meal, not a buffet. If you accept me, you must accept all of me. You can't pick and choose which parts of me you're going to keep and which parts you want to reject. This is off or nothing. Yes. Dawn said, yes. When I lost my mom in 2022, I was sick. I didn't work for a year. I left home and placed my 2 youngest daughters and myself up. Let me see. Up and went as to stay with my oldest daughter. I had to see a therapist. Yes, people they have different emotions. People express their emotions. Some people feel like they need therapy. Some people think they just need a friend to talk to. Some people might feel like they need to travel. Some people we have so many different ways. But the healthy thing is to get down to what is healthy for you. What might be healthy for one person may not be healthy for you. But it is right for you to find out what you need to get over whatever it is. It's just not fair for you to feel like you have to keep it bottled up. Okay, hey Abrielle, how you doing, girl? I was on your replay. You was in the kitchen cooking. Let me see. Ray said, down hood was good. Big green team, yes. Ray saying hey to Abrielle. Everybody speaking. Okay, so I read those statistics from 2024 to 2025. Do y'all think that men nowadays have more permission to show their emotions more than their fathers and grandfathers, though? Like, do you think that the men today, like, have gotten more information, received more knowledge, and how they're expressing their emotions in whatever way is important? Like that with like things, learning how to communicate. I think men communicate different now. I think they show their emotions more now, and whichever way. I think they do more than their grandfathers. Y'all let me know. Like now, even if you see a man smiling on a picture or something like that, because remember back in the day, they'd be all the men, all the women too. The pictures look like. Y'all remember that? Like if you look at any old picture, like nobody's happy. Like everybody just looking like. So I think that now men are just looking like carefree. So it's a lot of ways that we are accepting and giving men permission to say, look, you have feelings too. We hear you, we see you, and understand that emotions are in a human. If you were not supposed to have them, if they were not intended for you, like listen, if they weren't intended for you, I know y'all don't think that God makes mistakes. I don't think I got no chat that thinks that God makes mistakes. So therefore, if he said, how dare a man cry? Why would y'all have tears? What would be the reason for y'all to have tears? What would be a reason for y'all to have emotions if y'all was supposed to feel a certain way? Why would y'all have them? That's what I'm thinking. Like, why you got them then? If it's wrong for you to have them, I don't know. Let me see. I got a girl, but who talking 5-course meals? Oh, Associate Minister. Hey, Tip Squirrel. She said, hey, get my chat. Positive emotion said, I now have a therapist and my fiance. Look at that. See, y'all finding ways. Y'all not letting society put no situation on y'all that y'all can't handle. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all finding ways, whether it's in somebody else, fiance, therapist, or whatever. Some people can just do journaling. They could just do journaling and that could get them where they need to be. So it just what works for you, just so that you don't have to have that boggle up in you for no reason. Why you deserve that? Why would you deserve that? Do you think, like, literally, would you think God would say, because you know we all going to go through trials and tribulations. That's promised, right? So you think God is literally somewhere saying, okay, I'm going to give you this trial. Don't you dare show emotion on it. I'm going to keep giving it to you. Keep giving it to you. You better not shed a tear. I don't know. I don't know if that could be a thing. Ray said, yeah, the men have more permission today, but it's less respected in today's times. Ooh. Wow. Ray said yeah, people are seeing it where, okay, yes, but at the same time, they're not respecting it. That's deep, Ray. That's the Abrielle says she thinks, yes, it's more resources. Yes, people they can talk to. You got social media, people that they don't even know. They may never meet. They may never, they can watch videos. They ain't got to go to a library to figure it out. They can watch videos, motivational videos. They might be expanding their groups of people they're connected with. It's so many ways to find a way to get a grip on what's going on in your life now. Like, people don't have a reason to feel like they have to just sit alone in things anymore. So that could be a reason why, Abrielle, they have those resources. Churches, a social minister said, when I lost my mother and father, the greatest pain didn't come from the transitions. It came from my family trying to treat me like a baby. I'm the baby of the family. My mother and father, I think you're still typing. Okay. Positive said, they don't cry. Wait, they don't cry. They don't show their emotions differently by shooting you in the face or beating on you. Wow. Because that can happen. Because all that frustration, it's going to go somewhere one day. I believe it's going to go. I don't know. Maybe some things can work over time to, like, disappear. But I think that a lot of times, anybody who is human, when you hit with something, at one point, when you explode, it's not going to be about that one thing. It's going to be about all of the things. All of the things. And a lot of times, if that happens, you don't even know what you're going to do. So, let me see. I kind of said my mom told me that those old photos look so serious and unhappy because they thought it looked more dignified than a smile. See, look at that. Look at that. Little things like that. Sorry for your loss, associate. Positive said, hey, this thing just jumped again. Hold on. Okay. Associate minister. Oh, I didn't even have my finger. Okay. Associate minister said, my mother and father entrusted me with making sure they were properly buried. Let me see. I dealt with the pastor of my father's church when I talked about how blessed I was growing up with an intact 2-parent home. I told everyone. I think he's still typing. So, listen to this. A 1982 study found that people perceive society as being much less accepting. This was back in 1982. Much less accepting of a man crying than a woman crying. But interestingly, people themselves were often more accepting of male crying than they thought society was. So back in 1982, people were, society, not some people, but society, they were being much less accepting of men crying at that time. But people themselves were often more accepting of male crying than they thought society was. Okay. People themselves were often. Okay. Do you think that men might be more judgmental about other men crying more than women are, or other people? Do you think the men would be the thing? Would the men be the reason why? Is it more, not concerned, but is there more emphasis on what another man might feel if they see you cry than women? Or is it more of a situation where you're more concerned about what a woman might feel if you cry? Y'all let me know that in the chat. Social media said, I must do what my parents wanted me to do. You can find out how I dealt with my mother's death by searching on YouTube for the Good Times episode. Damn, damn, damn. I gave a public testimony of how I dealt with my mother's death. Okay. Positive said, I've been in a couple of domestic violent relationships, and I would try to talk, and they rather hit me and beat me. And that's coming from a man, y'all. Do we? Well, I know we had I don't know if we had a full-blown live about that before, but we talked about females feeling like they could put their hands on a man, and how society feels differently about if a woman does it versus if a man does it. And I always say, I think it's equal. Yes, a man is stronger, but I think it's equal because if a female put their hands on my son, you should keep your hands off my son because I don't know what to tell you. If you hitting somebody first, I don't know what to tell you about that. Let me see. Okay, social minister. They held your message. I don't know why. Okay, let me see. Testimony of how. Okay, I got that. Both for some men. Okay, you think both for some men that they are thinking, okay, a man might feel like this, a woman might feel both. Okay, I got you. Okay, so you said in that perspective. Okay, I see what you said. Okay, yes, the same. They think the same. Okay, associate minister said, hit me. Wait, no, that's positive. Associate minister said, testimony of how I dealt with my mother's death. Okay, that's something else. Expressions and emotions in homes where a child was hurt, they will tolerate the expression of emotions more from other person. Okay, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So for the people, okay, Darius, I don't know if Darius is still here because the most of the men in the chat right now, even if they were taught it, they like are trying to do a different learned behavior to feel okay with it. But if Darius is still here, I was just gonna ask if there's anything that he feels is a reason that will be okay to cry. Like, would it be a death of a parent, a birth of a child? These are times where people would probably do some crying. Would it be like at a wedding? If you see somebody graduate, losing the championship. Now I want to talk about that. Losing the championship, getting fired from a job, a divorce, a breakup, any kind of physical pain. You break your leg, something like that. If you felt extremely betrayed, like when we say that we get so mad that we will cry. I think Ray said that. Feeling betrayed, losing a pet, seeing your mother or loved one, haven't seen them in years, and you come in contact with them that, when you see them for that first time in a long time, being extremely overwhelmed or hearing like a song that brings back memories. But I wanted to like touch on that sports. I have seen plenty men watch those sports, watch them men cry on them courts, on the fields, all of the things. And I ain't never, not saying it ain't happened, but I ain't never heard nobody, male or female, say something about those men on the field crying. So why would it be okay for you to cry about that because you don't want to lose a game versus you don't want to cry for something that will give you what you need to be able to move forward in life without having something boggle down? Y'all know that don't make no sense. If y'all think about it, y'all know they don't even go with nothing. I don't know. I'm not no sport. I don't watch sports, so I don't want to be the kind of person that just speaking, and I don't really know how that feel. But listen, how do we accept something like that so easy, but then want to target somebody if they just simply want to express themselves? I don't see that. Okay. Fire Young Man say, emotional stuff is cool with friends, but touch makes me feel you, and your seductive touch bothers me, especially touching my face. And you know what, Darius, you are like, I never tell people that you cannot have that. It could be so many reasons or not even a reason. When you don't feel comfortable with that, people shouldn't touch you. I don't even think that people have to go out of their way and try to learn to be touched or something like that. Like, how people will say, well, you need to just, it's okay if somebody put their hand or if you hold somebody, they tell you all of that. If that's something you feel uncomfortable with, people need to respect your boundaries and they need to not do that. That's all to it. Everybody don't have. Some people are huggers. Okay, like I have some my cousins, my male cousins, my female cousins, same family. I have a very my one of my well, all of my cousins are really like that, but really my closest ones are of my aunt, my dad, one of my dad's sisters, and that family is so loving. When they see you, well, when they see any of our family members, they are going to kiss my cheek. They're going to hug me. They're going to do all the things. They're going to hold my hand. They're going to be rubbing my leg. All of the things. They are very affectionate people. But then I have people, that might be another one of my dad's brothers or sisters that they just don't do all of that. They happy to see you, but they can say it from across the room. They don't do all of that. So people have different ways that they accept actual touching. Touching is different from like being able to just express your feelings. That's just like something like totally different. So I can see that, Darius. I can see that. Let me see. So I'm gay black man that was in domestic violence relationship. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay, I see. So yes, no, but either way, I don't think nobody in no relationship should be putting their hands on nobody. Nobody, don't put your, that's one thing I've never been through. I've never been through nothing like that because first of all, I don't know, like, it's like jail or hell kind of like thing. That's what I'm thinking. Like one of us, and like one of us is probably gonna do each. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, so I can't do it. But I just feel like in any relationship, period, keep your hands to yourself. You don't, because I think of extreme stuff like this. I'm thinking if you hit me, say you slap me. First of all, my devastation is going to make me fall to the floor because I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how to receive that. So my brain is going to be discombobulated. But just what if you slap me and I stumble and I hit the corner of this table on my temple and you kill me? So I know it might be extreme, but I always tell people, I feel like any hit at all is attempted murder. I always say that, like, I can't be in a relationship with nobody that put their hands on me because, especially if you did it twice. If you did it once, I will know to leave. But I'm never going to understand twice, and the reason because my brain goes to attempted murder. It don't go to, oh, it was a bad day. Oh, we got into a fight. Oh, we got into an argument. It goes to attempted murder because all I could think about is, especially that would be a man for me, and say you like punch me or something, like I'm thinking like a man's punch, can't that kill somebody or something, like it kill a female or something? And so if you punch me, that means that, and people can pass away through hitting the table, hitting the floor, a punch to some kind of way. People be having freak accident. I know somebody who was in a domestic violence relationship and he hit her and she fell. That happened when I was like 15 years old. So I think that kind of stuck with me too. She hit her head on the table and she passed away. So like I think of it as attempted murder. I don't think of it as like a fight. I think of it as attempted murder. So therefore I can't do it. I can't do it because I'm gonna look at you like, oh my God, you just tried to kill me. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna be scared to go to sleep. I can't sleep in a bed with you, or I can't sleep in a house. Like when I go to sleep, I think you get a knife. Like I'm literally gonna put you in that assumption of you trying to take me out. You trying to take me out. Let me see. Ray said, hey, y'all, my boy Darius needs a hug. Everybody put a hug in the chat for Darius. Amen. Yes, we love Darius. We love Darius. Ray, I said, my boy Motivation. Gamma, Jello. Yeah, it's going to be Jello Hell Girl. We gonna both touch it, each touch it, however, but it ain't gonna work for me. Let me see. A social minister said, Darius is an empath. An empath absorbs another person's emotions real easily. I know I am the same way, Darius. I'm the same way. Darius is saying he doesn't like a person touching him in that way because it overwhelms him. Yes. And people have the right to say, I got a boundary. That don't make me feel comfortable. Some people can walk up to a stranger and just hug them and say, like you at a convention or something and you like seeing people and you just have that kind of energy, they're able to do that. I don't mind hugging people that I know, but I don't want like strangers like doing that. That will make me feel uncomfortable too. Like I don't know you, like I don't know. I just don't want that. I don't know you well enough to feel like that kind of connection. So I get it. But some people, like my sister, she goes to a lot of networking events and like her energy is just to hug everybody in the room, that kind of thing. And so she does that much more than me. So yes. Overwhelms him emotionally. Yes. Okay. I agree. Kayla said, I kind of said, luckily she lives in another country. Yes. Hey, Charlie. Charlie said, hey, Gamma. Hey, Charlie. Charlie A. They said, So let me see. Did I have any other talking points? I don't know. I think we talked about people thinking that it was taken as a weakness that men cry. I don't think that it's a weakness. I think that I would love for people, excuse me, people to teach the next generation. Um, like Ray said, he's doing that. You know that crying is an emotion. Is an emotion. Like I don't even think that you would have to go into like teaching what the cry does. It would just be like because crying is a natural thing. You don't need nobody to say cry. You don't need nobody to say stop crying. You don't need nobody saying that. So if they hit their knee, you can say, why are you crying? What's the reason why? Like my son, I always talk about my son. I have a video of him that I love the video, right? His son, this is before he passed away, maybe like 2 years before he passed away. So maybe 1 or 2 years before he passed away. His son, he was giving his son a bath. And he told his son, I think he was probably maybe like 3 or 4. And he told him to pull up his underwear. He was telling him you can now pull it, put on your own clothes. Pull them up. And so he started crying. And so my son was so patient. When I tell y'all my son was the best father, I used to love and adore the way my son fathered his son. My God. So he was sitting there. Something told me, get the camera. Because I was always amazed about how he went about stuff with him. So I got so many videos of my son. So something told me, so I snuck and I was recording. I was laying in the bed. He was on the couch in my room. And he was like just getting him out of the shower or whatever. And so I started recording it. And the video was probably like 8 minutes long, something like that. And so he was like, he said, pull up your pants. You big now, you're getting bigger. You can pull up your pants. So he started crying. So my son was just looking at him and he was like, okay, go ahead and pull up your pants. And so he was crying harder, crying, acting like somebody was just killing him. And so he was like, pull up your pants and you can do it. So he was like, no. And so he was like, why are you crying? He just stopped and said, tell me why you're crying. What is the reason why you're crying? So he knew to take that moment and make him feel like, what is the feeling that you're having while you're crying? Like, so I could understand why you feel like this is a moment for you to cry when all you have to do is pull up the pants. And I just watched him. He was so patient. He waited a couple more minutes. He just stayed right there with him. He was sitting there. His son was standing right in front of him. And he really allowed him to get all of that out. If he felt like that was the reason why he should be crying, he gave him reasons why this is not hurting you. He said, if you pull up your pants, that's nothing that's hurting you. It's nothing that's hurting you. So what is the reason why? So it was just the most beautiful father and son moment. I was like, and I love watching that video to this day. I was like, this man has so much patience for his son. He picked every opportunity to father him. It didn't matter if he was cooking, if he was making a smoothie. I got so many videos of him putting him on a counter, standing him up on a counter, him putting the fruit in there with him, like so he can understand that this is why we're eating this. This is what it's used for. He teaching him what a fruit is at the same time with a vegetable. That boy literally intentionally. God knew that he wouldn't be here long because he took every opportunity to break down every scenario with him. Whatever happened, he stopped in whatever moment and had that whole moment with him, whatever it was. I have so many videos. Like, I don't know what I was always thinking. Videoed it, but I was thinking in my mind when I was videoing it. When he get old, his son will be able to look at these videos. They can look at them together. They'll always have his videos. Lord, I never knew that I would be the one left with the videos. But that's why I was getting him, because I was like, I need proof to show him when he get 80 years old. You was the greatest father in the world. I love the way my son father. He was a father. He was a father. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know when I get on the tangent talking about my child. Okay, let me see. Laugh out loud, Ray. Don't big hug me. Such a minister, I hate when you're close to correct. He said, I hate when you Darius said he'll like when people be trying to read him. Tell him stuff about himself like that. Charlie said, what's good, Crazy Ray? Thank you for those emojis, Caitlin. Ray said, hey, I know my brother. Okay. Let me say, I gotta go. Night, y'all. Okay, Connie. Social Minister says, Grandma's World is talking about teaching the next generation how to be more emotionally intelligent and having better ways of emotional expressing themselves. Absolutely. Hey, Fred. How you doing, Fred? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you come back. We're having the men's room tonight. That's on Mondays. Y'all make sure, let me quick, if anybody's in here who's not Ben, thank you for giving that to my child, Baju. Thank you, Caitlin. That's for my son. The palm trees for my channel, y'all. It represents my son. I tell y'all this story. Y'all might not know that before he passed away, his fiance said that they were having a conversation about if you was able to come back as anything, what would you choose? And she told me this after he passed away. She said he chose a palm tree. I'm not a palm tree. He chose to be a tree. I don't know why. I don't know if I even asked her at the time. She told me that a couple of days after he passed. So I don't remember if I asked her why. I don't remember why. But he passed away on August 31st, but we were supposed to relocate as a family and go live in Arizona. So it's like everything, of course, I'm still here in Wisconsin. I never did make the move after that. But when I was thinking about him at the channel, for the channel emoji, like to incorporate him in the channel, I was thinking like, what can I use? And I was like, I want to use a tree, but I was like, I want to use the palm tree because we were all supposed to go to Arizona, and the palm trees are in Arizona. We never got a chance to get to the palm trees, so that's the reason why I have palm trees as one of the three emojis I have. I have the heart because I'm very heartfelt about the channel. The palm tree is for my son, and the world is because I invite y'all into the parts of the world I want y'all to know. I feel with me. Let me see. Charlie said, Gamma, don't make me cry. I sure hope that I leave this evil world before one of my babies. Yes, I don't think that I could go on. Girl, you can. You will. You would be. You ain't going to have to worry about it. We rebuke that. But you could. But you ain't just. I don't like people to imagine. I don't even want to go that far into it. No, leave it right there. Let me do what I got to do. Don't even think about that. Positive said, are you in Arizona? Are you? Yeah, Glendale. You said Glendale. I think you said that earlier. Yes. Okay. So let me see. Was there any other surveys that I wanted to? I think I told y'all about all the surveys. Yeah, I think I brought up all the surveys. I wanted to give y'all the statistics about these generations and how we are holding these boys accountable for holding in things that it's hard for a whole man to hold in. That it might be a 12-year-old boy and things that it's hard for a 50-year-old man to hold in. You would expect that 12-year-old boy to do it. I ain't with it. I ain't with it. Darius said, I work with my son every day and I think he hates it, but I do listen to him, but I can't be myself without showing him who he is, who he needs to be. He'll see me later and I'm fine with it. Okay, there he is. I love the way these men in this chat, how y'all just like are with the people who have children, how y'all are internalizing and knowing that y'all are a father, y'all know y'all roles. I love that. This Bill Positive said yes. Okay, thank you, Ray, for the $5 super chat. I'm loving it. Y'all making sure y'all like it. Thank you, Ray. You know you be heavily supporting this channel. Thanks all the members in the channel. Darius, fine young man. That's Darius. Darius has a double membership to my channel. We had other members who came to the channel. Everybody you see who's green in the screen are people who have decided to be a member to the channel to support in a even bigger way to say, I always tell y'all, to say I got my rent, I got my gas, electric, I got my phone, I got my Netflix, I got my car insurance, I got my car note, and I got It's Gamma's World on the list too. I'll be appreciating y'all for that. Gamma, I'm going to cry right now. And my brother Darius and my sis Kayla, no, he's Lord, y'all like Darius crazy self comment. He's so crazy. Positive said, I work at Phoenix Sky Harbor, the airport. Yep, that's exactly where I go when I come in. 46, no kids. Okay. Look at Katie said, wow, Ray. You know he stay cutting up. All right, y'all. So we're about to end this men's room. Let me give a rundown for the people who are new to the channel. Mondays, every Monday, we have the men's room. First Tuesday, if you have a channel, come and drop down. We ask the subscribers to come check you out. Other 3 Tuesdays, if I see something that I want to gossip about, that I see on my feed, I'll be asking y'all what y'all think about this crazy story. On Wednesday, we have Way Back Wednesday, where we go way back as themed with like songs or school or toys or something like that. We'll be thinking about something about way back because we all love to feel good about those way back days. Those were the best days. So I have a theme every Wednesday doing that. And then the Thursday is game night every Thursday. 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all come in for the game night. So get a chance to win. Sometimes we have cash prizes. So y'all come in for that. Fridays, we have the chat is in charge. Y'all come in. We talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I take the time off. I just open up the chat and y'all go to work. Saturday, we have healing conversations where we talk about hard conversations that people maybe have to get through, things that they happened when they was a child or when they were an adult or teenager, whatever. Giving us tools on those conversations to be able to move forward, not feeling stuck in whatever we could have been through. We ain't got to worry about that. We can move forward. Okay. Sundays we do have a Bible chat, but it's a Bible chat, not a Bible study, because I don't teach that, not a no Bible. I usually take the things that I'm struggling with and try to come and get y'all opinion about it so that y'all can help me understand what direction I need to be going. Did my live bump? Hello? Okay, I'll call you right back. I'm live, baby. Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Let me try to go out and come back in. Teach me some stuff. I think of the topic. I try to get some scriptures, and then we learn from each other and try to get a perspective of how others are feeling, why we feel the way we feel, how we standing on this, or how we have an open mind about this. That's what that Bible chat is about. And then later, if I can come back again, we have conversations that matter. I'm thinking about doing a different segment with the conversation that matters, but I don't know. We'll see about that. But I also have incorporated the Gamma Grubs. I'm looking like you got to eat every day. So you might as well come and talk to people every day. Not every day, not every day. Am I coming to talk? I am eating every day, of course. But I don't come and talk. So it's popped up. So y'all keep y'all notifications on. Or if I think about it like the night before, I might put it as the scheduled live. Or like the morning of, I might do a scheduled live. But it's a pop-up, so make sure y'all have y'all notifications on. Today I had the viral spicy bowl that I taste tested. It was good. It was good. So I ate that. I made some more. Probably when I get off here because I eat the rest of it. That's the last thing I ate. So yes, y'all. Oh, I dropped my phone. So yes, y'all. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, I gotta. Is it all the way down? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna read the comments first. Let's see here. Associate Minister. Okay, Ray was right there. Okay, Sky Harbor. Yes, my nieces still live there. My sister just relocated from there to Atlanta. Okay, let me see. Caitlin, come to United tonight, Ray said. Okay, Social Minister said, I've learned it takes more courage to show a wound than it does to hide a wound. I want my nieces and nephews to see me as an ordinary person, not as someone who has it all. Okay. Okay. Darius said, Caitlin, my baby, she just long distance, but I did want her first. Darius is a mess. Let me see. I love this. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming back. Make sure you continue to keep coming back. Positive motion. Motivation. Why do I keep calling you positive motion? I talk too fast and I read too fast. That's my problem. I'm sorry for disrespect. I'm just going to say positive, so I'll be disrespectful because I ain't trying to. Bray said, true that Darius, Lord. Associate Minister said, oh, wait, he said something with this. Who has it all together because in showing my weakness, I help build their strength. Okay. Okay. That's a word. That's a word. Kayla said, no, Bray, we both Aquarius. It's not going to work. Oh, my God. Let me see. Oh, dang it. That thing went up. Okay, it's not going to work. Where was I? Okay, Caitlin said, we're spinning. It should be back on now. It should be back on. Let me see. Caitlin, my girl, or ex, or whatever, is also Aquarius. Lord, Caitlin, my girl, or ex, or whatever, is also Aquarius. Okay. Okay, Social Minister said, please tune in to Sundays for his Gamma's World Holy Bible Chat, prayer. YouTube's live stream broadcast time. 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, 12 o'clock Mountain Time, and then 11 o'clock Pacific Time. Thank you for that, Associate Minister. Darius said, Caitlin, I'm a Gemini, June 1st. Oh, Caitlin. So it's me and Yolanda Ray. Let me see. Associate Minister said, "It's Gamma's World has random pop-ups on YouTube live stream broadcast on her original YouTube channel. It's Gamma's World. Yes, please set your notifications to receive notifications when it's Gamma's World live." Darius said, "Laugh out loud. No sense over here." I know there is. Let me see. Positive said, I definitely will. Someone else used to call me the same thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Read it too fast. Ray said, Gamma, let me borrow $20. My sons need ramen noodles and I need gas. I know that's right. You know you got it, Ray. You know you got it. Let me see. Thank y'all so much for everybody who sent, or Ray sent it on super chats. I appreciate you for that. We had 24 people to come in and hit the like button. Thank y'all. We got 8 people who still hanging out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. I hope I see y'all tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So we have Seed on the feed. So I got a story that I want to talk about, but I forgot the story and I don't know if I screenshotted it or not. But I'm going to find something, scroll. And I'll never go over to Facebook. But if you don't find nothing on YouTube, you definitely can find something on Facebook. So I'm going to look. But if y'all find something, I'm going to drop it. Y'all can. But I'll try to look for something. Positive motivation, dropping the hearts. Kayla said, Ray, let me borrow $20. Then she let you borrow out again. Look at Positive said, good night, sweet dreams. But look at every time Darius says show, he cracks me up. He said, I love this show. He cracks me up because he says show like it's like on a TV production. So this I been dying laughing every time he say that. He is so lying, right, Kayla? He is serious. He said it every time. He always think I like this show. He is too funny about that. Lord, okay. So let me get out of here because I still got to cook, y'all. I got to get my grandkids. They got the first day of school tomorrow. I got to go in there. I asked them, what do they want for lunch? They said Alfredo. I got to go in here and cook some doggone Alfredo at 10:20 at night. They wanted grapes, string cheese, Alfredo, and garlic bread. The garlic bread I'm going to do in the morning. But I got to at least make the Alfredo. I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning thinking about no doggone Alfredo. So I'm getting ready to go in there, cook the Alfredo, put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll just have to like warm it up, put it in a thermos, and it'll be good. Man, I wish I would have did it earlier, but I had such a busy day today. Let me see. I got your own tea and Caitlin. Lord, let me see. You're the man. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. April, thank you for those hearts. Oh, I'm just getting ready to get on here. Alfredo was quick and easy, though. We love you. Thank you, Positive. That's going to be good. Yes, I'm going to get ready to go in there and cook that stuff up so doggone fast. So doggone fast. It's going to make their hair swim. Well, they ain't here right now. They actually are late getting here because my the girl that was doing their hair, look how late they got to go to sleep, y'all, for the first day. They had to get their hair done. You know, they get braids and all that kind of stuff. I feel so bad. They ain't got nothing to do with me. That's my daughter, but that's what happened. So I got to go in here, get this Alfredo done. And get up early in the morning. I think I got to get up at like 5 o'clock because I make their lunches. So if y'all like that kind of content, that's another thing during the school year. This school year was their first school year. I homeschooled them until last year. So that was the first time ever in the school. They entered in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. So this is their 2nd year of school ever. So every Monday last year, I sent them with lunch because they come with me on the weekends. And I sent them with lunch and drop them off at school. So if you like that content to see what they had in their lunchbox, you'll see Monday's lunchbox, and that's what I drop for videos. You know, I don't drop really too many other videos. I plan on doing better, but for now, I dropped the Monday's lunchboxes, so y'all see that those are shorts and videos coming up because tomorrow they start back up. We had the summer off, so they start back up. So if y'all like that kind of content, y'all can just like it. Y'all ain't even gotta I mean, even if y'all don't like the content, like everybody like food, y'all just look at what they had for lunch. Give me a like and make sure y'all go hype up my videos. Y'all, I'm trying to get over 23. I'm gonna keep telling y'all this every time. I'm trying to get over 23, what you call hypes. And if you don't know what the hype is a feature that YouTube has given y'all free of charge. All of y'all got 3 hypes that y'all can give a content creator. All you got to do is go to the last 7 lives or videos that they've done, not shorts, lives and videos that they've done in the last 7 days. Not today because it takes 24 hours for a live to be eligible. So past 7 days, you can go in the comment section where you would like just drop a comment section, scroll to the left once or twice. You're going to see a hype toggle. It's just going to say hype. All you got to do is click it. That's it. And it's going to show the points that you gave me. They're free to you. You get 3 times that you can hype a content creator. Please hype me up. I'm trying to get more than the 23. I went from 4 to 3 because somehow YouTube turned my toggle off for me to accept them, and so I turned it back on. So this week I got 23. I want to get more than 23. Y'all got to give me your hype points. You can hype up to 3 different lives or videos. Okay? Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Let me see. I like y'all people too. Yes, Darius, we love you over here. Charlie said, let's talk about the Tupac case. Oh, I was watching that. Oh, I never do like trial or crime or nothing like that, but I've been fixated on him. What's his name? Is it Davis? What is it? Why am I not remember his name right now? Okay, I was confused because I was like, I thought they got the person who did that. But this is the man. Is it Davis? I think it's that. This is the man who they're saying like did the whole plan of it. So I've been watching that. I think they got the jury now, right? Oh, Charger, I'm gonna have to binge it. I got to tomorrow? Oh, I can listen while I'm cooking. I can listen tomorrow till it's time. Okay, Charger, make sure that you come over here because the people who know about it, then y'all can like feel me. I'll just be transparent and say I don't know a lot about it. Y'all tell me what's going on with it. But I did start, the process of looking at that. Let me see. That's going to be good. Kaden said, we love you. Thank you, Positive. Associate Minister says, Grandma's World. Did I get your time banners, promotional banners, and viewer reminder banners correct? You mean the ones that you do in the beginning of the live stream? Tell me, Associate Minister. All right, my ninjas already missing y'all. Okay, Ray. See you. Hopefully we see you tomorrow. Let me see. Candace said, "I'll come." Hold on 1 second. I'll come, Ray. Okay, Associate Minister. Okay, he's dropping all of these reminders. Gamma, I paid. Let me see. Dang. This computer be doing some of the most. I don't even be touching it and be jumping all around. Darius said, Gamma, I paid for the happiness I get from your channel. I appreciate you. Darius. You gonna make me tell the story? I'm trying to get out of here. How we met on, virtually met on random night chats that I was doing when I was on a mission to get 10K, and I was coming live really late at night. Every night I was on a mission. We was working so hard, and that's where Ray came from. Kim, which I miss her so much. I wish she'd pop back up and let us hear from her. Kim, Ray, Darius, OG. It was another OG. Honey. Who else, y'all? It was just like a bunch of, like maybe like a group of about 10 of us that was coming in every night on those chats. And when I tell y'all, the men came in during that time and that late night live, look how God wanted me to have that mission about the 10K and include that in there, because them very people who was on that live, still, most of them was in here tonight. Honey was in here. Ray was in here. Darius was in here. Caitlin was here before the random chats, but like, she came, that was around the time when she was really coming in. So many people who was coming in them late night chats trying to get that 10K is still here right now while I'm trying to get that 11K. We started that in October. I'll never forget. October, that's when I started. October 2nd, I started this segment. And I've been coming, and they just been here ever since. They are now members. They come in here continuously all the time, support the channel. They support through gifts. They support through super chats. Like I said, Darius is a 2-time member. He got a member on both of his channels. One of the channels, he's a gold member. The other one, he's a silver member. Like, you cannot tell me, if you are a content creator, if you work your channel, your people will come. You ain't got to worry about going to find your people. Your people, God gonna put you in a place where y'all find each other, and then those will be the people who are going to carry your channel. I'm telling y'all. Okay, let me see. I've been watching the trial. Wait, it started? Oh, Lord, I got to go back. How am I going to back charge it? Okay, I got to go back. I thought they were just picking the people. See, that's why I can't do the crime stuff, because that crime stuff, you got to stay on top of it. 2 or 3, like Nolan Wells, I was like, I can't touch it because like 10 times a day, y'all found something different. Like, how am I keep up with that? I got to go binge it, charge it. Man, okay, I got to find Ticket TV. If he's doing, I got to find, it's a couple of people who follow it. I'm going to go to their channels, and I'm going to go back to when it started and binge watch one person so I can just get a good one. Charge it. Drop in the chat where I should go. Okay, Associate Ministers are saying these banners that he's letting you know to please hit that hype button, scroll to the left in the comments. It really helps the content creators video in the last 7 days to get a higher positive rating from the algorithm. Yes, and introduces new subscribers to the channel. Yes, he put that in there. And 2, he said YouTube's content creators and YouTube supporters get only 3 hypes per week to receive extra hypes. No, you can't receive no extra hypes. You can't get extra. They only give you 3. You can't buy them or nothing like that. You can't do that. They're only going to give you 3. Charlie said, I've been watching. Okay, I got that. Social Minister said, yes, the announcement at the beginning. Yes, Social Minister, thank you so much, because when other people come in, like they can be new to the channel, you have all that laid out. And so I'm sure that there's some people that read all of those things. Like when y'all come to my lives, a lot of times Associate Minister is going to lay out all the things for you. So if y'all come and want to just sit in there, he got all of the things starting live before I even come on. Thanks so much for that, Associate Minister. Kayla said, oh, don't make get my cry, Darius. Right. He know he can make me emotional. Let me see. Ray said, I ain't bet. See you then, sis. Kenny said, okay. All right, y'all. I gotta get this, make this Alfredo. Y'all gonna be keeping me. Y'all know I will keep running my mouth. Okay, I see y'all hopefully tomorrow. Charlie said, oh, okay, hold on, let me screenshot that. That's where I'm going. Real Spill, I'm glad you came in. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't cut that off. Real Spill, can you drop your Cash App real quick in the chat so I can screenshot it? You won. What did you win? Let me tell you what you won. Did you win a box or a Cash App? Hold on. I can tell you. You won a box. You won a box for the international snacks. So you want a box. Can you put that in my chat so I can screenshot and send it to you right now? Thanks you for coming over here. I came over to your channel. I was like, let me leave her a comment. Hopefully she'll see it. Let me see. It's Grandma's World. It's very open, original, and consistent. Y'all know y'all gonna hype y'all bestie up. Let me see. She's very service oriented. She's not a visual. She's not a visual pimp. Nor she could have a faceless YouTube channel and still be successful. You think so? Let me see, successful at how she worked the channel after her knee surgery. Oh yeah, I need to go faceless. When I go faceless like 3 weeks, whoo, y'all. Like, I've been sitting down like this bad boy. You just swole up a little bit because I did 3 lives today, y'all. I did 3 lives. I had to go shopping for school supplies today. So yeah, this bad boy need to be iced and elevated tonight. But the minute I was able to sit up again, I was back. Let me see. Did I take the picture? Yeah. Y'all know I be. Did I take the picture, y'all? I don't know if I take the picture. I gotta go pick up. I don't know if I took the picture. Oh, no. Real Spill didn't put it in there yet. Okay, you didn't put it in there yet. Okay, I'm looking at what did I do? Oh, that was somebody else. That was me screenshot and charging. Okay, Real Spill said, I'm at work. I was busy getting my client ready for bed. Okay, Real. Put your thingy in there. Put your Cash App in there so I could no, just put your Cash App in the chat right now. I'm going to screenshot it. You can take it back out if you want to, but just put it in there right quick, and I'm going to screenshot it. You can take it back out. Ryan, visual pimp. He said, ain't no visual pimp. Lord. I'm going to wait for Real Spill to put her Cash App in there. And I got to go make this food, man. I'm just going to go do it because I know I'm thinking, dang, but you can go get up. You can make the noodles while you're in the shower, while you're getting dressed. You can do it. I'm not even getting ready to think about that. I'm going to go make this stuff. Okay, Real, I'm waiting on you to put your Cash App in there so I can go make this Alfredo for my grandkids. Let me see. Yes, it's right there. Okay. Okay. It didn't show on the wait, hold on. Okay, Real Spill, it didn't show in the comments because some links it has that, you know how they hold the comment, so they held it, so I just screenshot it like that, so you ain't gotta worry about it. It's not in the chat. Okay? All right. I see y'all later. Hopefully I see y'all tomorrow for, we talking about the Tupac thing. I'm getting ready to go in here, put on what Charger told me, and read as many, I'll listen to as many on 2 times speed so I can go real fast so I can get caught up so we can talk about it. Man, I got to write down some questions. Or y'all, I don't know, we just going to talk about it freestyle. We'll talk about it freestyle. Okay, you welcome, Real Spill. All right, thanks for coming in. Thanks for engaging in live to win, girl. That's what got you to be a winner because you was engaging so much.